It's the 72nd episode of the Elite Cosplay Podcast. I'm Holly.
And I'm Kevin.
Welcome.
Please come in.
Hi.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going okay.
Yeah. Okay.
A little tired.
Yeah. Yeah, Kevin just woke up from a nap. So
We were out late last night, too.
We went to this thing called Kanye Fest.
Kanye Fest.
And it was like a DJ playing Kanye music, and we thought it was going to be kind of lame. But actually, was a lot of people there. It was pretty crowded, and everybody was dancing.
White girls.
There is a college nearby. I don't know
Yes.
if that's an explanation. I don't know. Anyways, it was fun, but Kevin has to get up really early in the morning for work, so it wasn't very...
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, $5.
Yeah, it was literally
$5.45 in ticket processing fees. Why Ticketmaster?
100% in.
More than 100%.
It's so weird. Anyways, okay. Should we start?
Yes.
Should we go?
Yeah.
All right. You know Kamui Cosplay? Yes, you know her.
Yeah.
She's coming out with an actual book, like a physical book. She has
finally, after all these ebooks,
she has done a bunch of ebooks. I think 6 or 7, and someone contacted her for a book deal. It's going to be sold on like Amazon and Barnes and Noble. It's like $20 ish. You can pre-order it right now, but it officially comes out in mid-December.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, Kamui Cosplay, she was one of the early adopters of Warbler, right? And
I mean, I think she was kind of the like original, like
guides.
How people kind of found out about Warbler in general. I'm sure other people were doing it before her, but they were a little bit quieter about it, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was really the person that kind of
started.
And now people have moved on to other things. Like a lot of people we work with nowadays usually only do Warbler for like blips, and then they'll use other materials. I don't know. It's interesting. I'm always interested in how people make their stuff. Because I think Warbler definitely dominated for a hot second, and now I think people are kind of
over it.
Not over it, but just like moving away and trying other things and seeing like, oh, this aspect of whatever is better than Warbler, and then Warbler is good for this, and blah blah blah. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess Warbler's kind of expensive in general.
Yeah. I mean, the problem is it was built as a shoe plastic. It was not intended.
I wonder what the people who make Warbler were thinking. They were like, what's happening right now?
Yeah. No, that's a good question.
Why are we selling so much of this all of a sudden?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Who makes shoes out of plastic that hard? Like, what kind of shoes are you
No, it's just
wearing?
the liner on the inside. It's just like an inner bit.
Do you have shoes that have this inner liner bit?
Probably, but you just don't know because there's crap all over. Like, I think it's I thought it was the bit that's under like the cushion of the inside of the shoe.
Like the sole material.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I never really looked into it.
That's always because I Googled it once, and I don't know. It was a couple years ago, and I'm kind of dumb, so I probably didn't understand what was happening. Also, last week we talked about the glue stick.
Gluing the wig.
With the wig. Yeah. I was definitely behind the times on that one. Because a couple, people already kind of knew about that one.
Oh.
But, maybe someone out there didn't like me. But also, I mean, yeah. And Laura, Jinx Cosplay, you guys should go check her out. She was saying that she uses eyelash glue for that kind of stuff, which I think is a good idea because eyelash glue is literally made to be put on your skin.
And ripped off.
And yeah.
4 hours later.
4 hours.
Half drunk.
Longer than that. Half drunk? Is that what
I don't know.
In a lot of people's cases, yes. So I thought that was a good idea too. But yeah, it was definitely sorry about that. That tip was news to me.
Holly's wigs are usually full form-fitting wigs.
Yeah, the wigs that I had a short wig, but it was even the short wig was like long. It was like to my shoulders, so I never really had like a showing problem. But yeah, it was definitely for shorter wigs. It's good. Yeah. Funimation and Crunchyroll are now one. I don't know how they're doing that. I don't know if they're just combining forces or
licensing content, or is it?
Yeah, it's a partnership.
Okay, that means that's very different than saying they're one.
Sorry.
Partnership means to me that they're licensing. Oh, I'm going to get into boring legal stuff.
No,
Sorry.
I just when I say they're one, it doesn't.
Well, to me, they're one means somebody bought somebody.
I want to smear my lipstick
Somebody
all over
paid,
this microphone.
You know, $100 million to buy the rights to the other company.
Yeah, I wonder who. Do you think Crunchyroll?
If it's a partnership, now you got to clarify. Did it say partner?
It says Crunchyroll and Funimation are partnering up.
So to me, that's different. That just means that, like, since Funimation is an actual animation studio, to me that means that they're licensing their content to Crunchyroll exclusively, which means you probably can't find Funimation stuff on other networks. That's probably what it means.
It also means that you don't have to buy 2 subscriptions to Funimation and or Crunchyroll. You can just buy one, and they work.
Yeah.
Both. I don't really know how it's going to work. I just saw it on my Facebook, and I was like, ooh. So I got excited because...
What's on Funimation?
Psycho-Pass.
But wasn't that on Crunchyroll anyway? How did we watch it?
We watched it on Funimation.
Did we?
Yeah.
We didn't have a Funimation subscription.
It was free.
Was it Hulu? How did we watch it? I don't feel like I installed the Psycho-Pass. I thought I watched it on Netflix or something.
No.
Weird.
Everybody, I just want everybody to know that we watched it on Funimation. You know what? I watched it on Funimation the first time around, and then I watched it with you the second time around, and I don't know how you got it.
I was on Netflix. It had to have been. That's what it was. So we watched it twice. Holly watched it on Funimation.
Oh.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm trying to... Yeah. Crap. Sorry. I'm trying to read something, and then Kevin questioned me, so then I second-guessed myself.
Oh. Because it's a very
some people are like, is it a bad sign for the market? Someone said, I wouldn't call it a bad sign, but it's most certainly a reaction to recent events in the business that have made life a lot harder for anime publishers. Take account of what we already know. First, we know that licensing fees have been absolutely out of control for the past few years. Yeah. Bidding wars between Funimation and Crunchyroll, as well as violent disruption from Amazon, Hulu, and Netflix, have pushed the fees for some shows well over $200,000 per episode. So that's $2.6 million for 13 episodes. Sales, while healthy, have not gone up anywhere near that much, and this was not sustainable for some anime publishers. We know that Hulu has a very important revenue source for publishers like Funimation, Sentai, Viz Media, and others. For years, Hulu worked by simply hosting just about any anime and sharing its ad revenue with the rights holders. However, over the course of the last year, the company changed its business model to almost entirely. A significant amount of the anime on the site was removed, the less popular ones presumably, and the service went subscription only. Most of its free catalog is now available at the new Yahoo View site, which few people know about and doesn't appear to have been marketed at all. Instead of revenue sharing on nearly every series made available to them, Hulu now pays a set license fee for a select few shows. So while anime companies still do business with them, the revenue coming in from Hulu are nowhere near what they once were. From that, it's not hard to figure out what happened. Licensing spending was out of control. Hulu's changing strategy cut into Fanimation's revenue. With that in mind, working together seemed like a better idea than continuing to try to kneecap each other. It's interesting that in spite of years of fierce competition, both Funimation and Crunchyroll became companies that complement each other quite well. Crunchyroll is one of only a half a dozen or so successful and apparently profitable streaming providers and markets their service incredibly well. Funimation's dubbing department is the fastest and one of the best in the world, and they're extremely good at individually marketing titles and selling them on disc, a segment of the market that's still growing. Both companies were trying to attain the abilities of each other. Crunchyroll had just announced plans to get into dubbing and disc sales, while Funimation's streaming service was just relaunched in January, but neither one was really there yet. Short-term, Japanese licensors will not be happy about this arrangement. Oh. They can no longer play one against another and can probably expect a significant drop-off in license fee prices, hopefully down to more sane and healthy levels. I expect them to put more investment into Daisuke, and possibly other alternative services and publishers, as as it's not in their best interest to have only one single anime publisher in the U.S. The other anime publishers in the U.S. may not immediately see partnership as good news, but I'm sure some licensors will want to work with them in order to prevent Crunchymation Funnyroll from having a total monopoly, while Hulu, Netflix, and Amazon drop in every once in a while to bid a ludicrous amount of what they perceive to be a really big title. They are not interested in 90% of the shows being made and can't be counted on.
Sure. So what was that? Who wrote that? Thank you.
Anime News Network.
And thank you, Anime News Network. Yeah, that's...
I thought it was well worded. So
yeah, it was well worded, yes. So
because I know nothing about like that market at all. So when it was announced or when I saw it on Facebook, I was like, "Is what?" Because I thought they were enemies. I mean, I guess they must have been, or they're competitors. Right. When I say competitors, I always think of everybody as enemies. But so it's interesting. It is a monopoly almost. Because like this person said, it's, you know, Hulu, Amazon, and Netflix, they come in every once in a while, and like they have that like 7 Deadly Sins anime that was like Netflix exclusive and stuff like that, but they're not scooping them in. I actually didn't know that Hulu got rid of most of their anime catalog, because I remember they had a pretty big one. I used to watch anime on Hulu.
We watched it. We probably watched Psychopaths on Hulu at the old apartment. That's what happened. Anyway, yeah.
It's not because we watched it at this apartment.
Anyway, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. It does hamper the U.S. market because there's less competition now. But, yeah, it is what it... I mean, if you have technical experience, you could make a competitor now. And you could be one of the
I don't know, though, because there's such a behemoth now.
You just have to know the right
Do you think
people.
Monopoly's good in the sense of anime?
No, absolutely not. But, I mean... What they said, 200,000 per episode.
Crunchyroll came in. Do you remember when we first started going cons together? Yeah. When we first started Elite Cosplay, and like we would go to all the cons, and Crunchyroll was there, but their booth was like the single booth with like a folding table and like an orange tablecloth, and they would have a TV playing anime, and there'd be like 2 people standing there. And now they have like 12 booths pushed together with like the Crunchyroll like insignia like on the ceiling, and there's like 50,000 things going on, and everybody's yelling at you and stuff. Like, it's so crazy how much they've grown in the past like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
It blows my mind. So they're doing something right. I don't...
Maybe. We don't know that. I don't know. They're not a publicly traded company, so we can't look at their financials, and I can't give you a business analyst point of view of it, but I don't think...
Well, do you think they're profitable?
Well, this article seems to think so, but that doesn't... I don't know. I don't know. I mean, based on... I don't know what the licensing is. Streaming, I'm not very good at, so I don't know. You know, like, Netflix isn't profitable.
It's not?
Not really, no.
It's not?
I don't think so. Or they're very, very slim on their... why they raised their prices. You got the notification on ours.
I did. It's now $9.99 to stream for 2 places.
Yeah. And I mean, Amazon, I don't know how well...
I don't know what they were charging me before, though. I thought
this is bad. This is bad finances, kids. Know how much everything charges you. It charged you $7.99 a month, Holly.
Oh, was it $7.99? Yes. It was that cheap?
$2. Yes.
Oh, I
should know these things.
I thought they were charging me $8.99.
No.
So I was like, $1? Okay.
Pretty sure it was $7.99. Anyway.
I can look. I can figure it out.
You know, Hulu, which is a division of Comcast.
Are they?
Yes, they were purchased by Comcast.
I don't know anything.
And I don't think they're profitable either. And that's why they got rid of their free stuff. Or their free streaming.
I don't like Hulu, though.
No, I hate Hulu, too.
They made me mad because we used to...
Go on.
We used to have...
We did used to have the paid one.
The paid one, and it was no commercials.
Right.
When we first got it.
Yes. And now, being part of Comcast, though, they don't want to compete against themselves. So I think they intentionally made Hulu worse than it should be.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely. They're losing, like Comcast is losing subscribers like crazy, so they're trying to retain these kinds of people. People.
That's so weird that they would do.
Yeah. And, you know, the thing is, Comcast has the business model of we sell ad space. So now that even though you have there's no more free Hulu, or there's a very limited number of free Hulu, there's the first level of paid Hulu, which still has ads. And then there's the upper level of almost no ads. Some things still have ads. I mean, that's the whole business model that TV has been going on for the past 50 odd years.
Right.
So Hulu is not great because of that. This is all weird. I don't know. Licensing. We're in a weird time right now because we can stream. Everything is streamable.
Do you think Hulu has all of NBC's catalog because Comcast owns NBC?
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Everybody cancel your Hulu subscriptions. God dang.
Yeah. See,
Awful.
I don't know. This is all boring for some people, but I really like looking at the business side of things. Profitability wise, I really don't think Crunchyroll is making any money right now. I think they have very generous investors who think that they can monopolize the market, and this partnership is going to do them good for that. And
I don't think they're doing poorly, though.
No, they're probably breaking even or being close to being even, but I don't think they're pulling in. They're not hugely I really doubt that it would be hugely profitable. We haven't paid for a Crunchyroll subscription in a while, though, so we might have to reevaluate, because I think it's like $12 a month or something.
No,
I think so.
No. I don't know. It's been a while.
How many people did you pay for a Crunchyroll subscription? Let us know, because
I think almost everybody does. I know a lot of people that have a Crunchyroll subscription. Yeah, it's really popular. And
but I feel like their catalog. I mean, how many anime?
No, they have a lot. I mean, they got like Cheese Sweet Home.
They do.
Really important, guys. You need to watch that anime. No, they have like pretty much. Well, okay, so that was the thing. The ones they didn't have were on Funimation. Or what I noticed. I'm sure there's ones out there that aren't on either. But I remember, I think, looking for Psycho-Pass, and it wasn't on Crunchyroll, and then they were, like, Funimation was streaming it. You could watch it for free. And you can watch for free on Crunchyroll. It's just this really small box. And then the commercials are really loud. It's like the anime is like, and then it's like, Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Like, there was literally one about monster trucks one time, and it would scream at me, and it scared the crap out of me every time I'd watch Crunchyroll. Isn't that illegal?
It is now. Well, I think it's broadcast TV. It is illegal.
So the internet can get away with whatever.
Sure.
Anyways, talk about our shop.
Thank you for watching the 71st episode of the Elite.
No.
72nd episode of the Elite Cosplay Podcast. If you'd like to support us, you can visit elitecosplay.com/shop and buy our beautiful T-shirts.
They're really beautiful.
They are, and super comfortable. We also have another website that we run as a side project of Elite Cosplay. It's called Swatch Your Face.
Oh, we're pimping Swatch Your Face now.
If you go there, and it's a makeup website where we review and talk about different types of makeups that are.
If you want to see Kevin in makeup, you should go to swatchyourface.com.
Makeup, you can go to swatchyourface.com, and you can see swatches on me. Holly is a warm pale.
I'm a cool pale.
Cool pale.
You are a warm cocoa.
And if you'd like to see what makeup looks like on different skins, the current releases that are coming out, go visit that website. Click any of the affiliate links. They will probably most likely take you to Sephora, and any purchases you make from Sephora, well, you get a small kickback there. And that all goes to help. Oh, wait, I can't say that anymore. Sorry. We'll cut that out. We won't
cut that out. Yes. No, because it's Sephora. It's not Amazon.
Yeah, the licensing is all different now. They have certain things that we can and can't say about our affiliate program.
Hey, we have affiliate stuff on both Elite Cosplay and on Swatch Your Face. If you want to support us and you want to buy something from either of those things, if you want to buy something from Sephora, go to swatchyourface.com, click some random links. You might get somewhere. If you want to do something on Elite Cosplay, click some links and you'll go somewhere.
That too.
Does that help?
Yeah, that's close enough. I think we can get away with that. Let me call the legal department. I think they'll say, hold on. Yeah? Okay, we can say that? Okay.
Who's our legal department? Gilbert the teddy bear?
No, it's
Taco the octopus?
He says that you can say some things. You can't say how we'll use the money. So that's the big important thing. Ew. Yeah, all these legal things that we don't really talk about behind the scenes, but
what's in the bottom of my cup?
We don't talk about that though. Anyway, Moving on from the boring.
When I talk
legal
about it all
mess.
the time on the vlog, I just bitch on the vlog. I'm like, this is what's going on right now. This is
really?
obnoxious. Yes. Especially with permits that we're trying to get.
Yes. Legal.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to do photography and you want to take it to the next level, get a lawyer hire somebody who
Become an insurance company yourself. That's what you need.
Who takes care of all the permit crap for you, because dealing with it is awful.
Or you're just not awful enough to deal with them. I don't know. That didn't make sense. Like, it made more sense in my head than it did coming.
I feel like if I worked for a photographer and I didn't care, like, you know what I mean? Like, because since we're finding these photography permits, we're like invested, right? Like emotionally. We were like, we really want to go to this place. We really want this. You know, we need to get it done. Blah 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 blah. But like, if someone was working for us or I was working for someone and I had to get the permits, I'd just be like, yeah, okay, let's do it. You know.
You're a terrible employee, Holly.
No.
You don't care.
It's not that I don't care. I'm just saying there's like less of emotional attachment as much. You know what I mean? Because I would just be the one getting the permits, and that would be my one job for that moment. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I'm trying to say it, but my words can't say it. I need to hire someone who's not emotionally attached and can get permits for us, so then they can be like, here, Holly, here's the permit. And I'll be like, great. I don't have to think about it.
What do you want to do then for your job? You just want to sit back and boss people and say, thank you for that.
I'd be a really bad boss.
Go set up those lights. Take that picture. Holly just sits here and talks.
That's what do you know? I don't want to do this.
Holly doesn't want to do anything. Her dream job is to sit in a big old studio and fantasize and just point at people and delegate tasks.
No, because I like taking photos and I like getting like mad during the photo shoot. Like doing stuff and like getting over hurdles and crap like that.
This is exactly what the permit
I'm just saying is like, okay, this permit situation that we're going through right now, you even wanted to give up.
I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I'm frustrated with it, yes.
You were just like, I don't know if I want to do this.
This is just one of those things where we have to learn what everybody needs and then move on from there.
Okay, but can I say it would be easier if someone else did it for me? Is that not true? It's true.
That's true. Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
But what I was also going to talk about.
It all costs money. You want someone that knows how to do this?
I know.
Pay them money.
And it's already costing us way too much to get this stupid permit.
Do you want someone to know how to handle all our other legal binding issues? We could pay someone, or we could sit down and read an absurd amount of books and figure this out.
God, books. No, but I always think about like fashion photographers. Once you get like really big, right? Like they don't do anything. They just click the camera. That's all they have to do.
For the most part, yes.
Like lighting's done for them, you know, like like a lot of the posing is done for them by the art director that's on the shoot. Sure. You know, everything out, like hair and makeup, obviously they don't even have to think about, you know, they probably don't, like an assistant probably exposes their camera and then's like, here, and hands it to them. It's so crazy. I mean, obviously they did the work years prior to get to this point. But it's just like, man, they just like walk into a room and someone's like, here's your camera. And they're like, okay, click, 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 famous.
I think you're oversimplifying everything. You can oversimplify this too and say like, man, I love to cosplay, but I hate to make it. I could probably pay someone a few $100s to make something for what I want. Like any argument of you not wanting.
No, that's how it is what I'm saying. When you get really big, that's literally how it is. You don't have to.
Well,
I'm not saying.
Let's define really
I'm
big.
not saying. Oh
we're
my
talking
gosh.
Ann Leibovitz. We're talking Joe McNally. I mean, but they're charging like thousands of dollars per hour.
But you're not like, okay.
You're bidding out a $10,000.
So I'm not saying that like obviously like Annie Leibovitz is known for her posing.
Sure.
Right. So she probably poses the people with the help of a director, obviously.
Sure.
But and so obviously obviously the photographer does say things to the model like, oh, just do this or something, you know, like that. But once you get up that big, yes, Annie Leibovitz, you know, I can't remember the Testino or whatever his name is that I can't remember right now. All, you know, the big classic that have been doing like fashion for 20 plus years, 20, 30 years. Once you get to that point, you just show up and you click.
I think you're oversimplifying it.
You need to watch what I watched.
Yeah, you watched a movie / documentary about it, but you
no, but I also learned about it in school.
Yeah, but
you're fighting me on it.
I know I am. You're like oversimplifying and undervaluing your work just by saying that. Like, you're making these people say like, well, then why don't I just hire a lighting person instead of
no, what I'm
as
saying
a
it's funny to me that it gets to that point. You do this, you know, they, like I said, they've put in the work for years and years and years and years and years and years and years. And then they get to this point where, because everything needs to be perfect, there's like 50,000 assistants, there's people posing, there's people doing everything.
You mean they've trained all these people to take care of all the minutia?
You get to just show up and not have to think about that. That's what I'm saying. Now I'm angry. Dang it. God.
I don't know.
Oh, boy.
Then why isn't everything like that? See, that's what I'm saying. These are like $15,000 per hour shoots. These are very expensive
I didn't say they were $100 an hour shoots. I said these are people
I know.
that have been working for 30 years in the fashion industry. Of course, they're getting probably paid $50,000 just to show up. And that's why they have 20 bajillion people doing everything for them.
Okay. Okay. You're gonna keep yelling at me?
Yeah, because I'm angry because you're not like listening. I'm not saying me or people out there that are in Seattle as photographers are doing this. Hell no, because that costs money to have those people there, right?
Right.
If you're shooting weddings for a couple $1,000 in a weekend, no, that's not gonna happen. You might have a second shooter with you, which you obviously have to pay, but that's pretty normal. These are people I'm talking about. These are famous photographers. Like, they are celebrities in their own right that do this. So this is a very specialized circumstance. That's what I was saying. And now we just got into this.
Well, people need to hear it. Hello.
If anyone cares, my background on my phone is of a donut, and it makes me happy every time I look at my phone. So I just got mad at Kevin, and then I looked at my phone to talk about the next thing, and then I just got happy. All right. Arda had a Silky Wig that came out. It was a while ago now. And I reviewed one and gave it away. But they listened to a bunch of feedback, and now they have a new and improved Silky line. So some things that are different. It's a different fiber, I guess, that's developed in-house, and it's never before seen on market. They think it has all the benefits of their old silky fiber with a few new tweaks and improvements that make it even better than before. What is that? What few tweaks and improvements? What's different?
Less tangles.
It wasn't tangly. Remember the silky? The silky was the
tangles. Like the little no tears tangle.
All of our new fiber colors are dyed exclusively for us for Silky. We've taken care to blend them so they match our classic line more closely than before, which is true because the Silky that I reviewed was like a white color, and it didn't have that like depth of like multicolors that Arda has with their classic line. If you really look at Arda's wigs, you can see like a couple different colors in there. So it sounds like they've added that to the Silky line. I think with the Silky it was just like a solid one. I think I even said that in my review. Softer fiber with less shine. One main feedback point with the old Silky was its shine, and we believe we've improved on this point the most. New Silky is less shiny and just as soft, making it easier to detangle.
See? Good guess, brain.
Higher heat tolerance. New Silky can withstand temperatures up to 370 degrees Fahrenheit, but as always, we recommend styling your wig at a lower temp setting. Things can deteriorate quickly at hotter temperatures. For both classic and Silky, we recommend styling at 300 to 320. I feel like, and I might be wrong with the previous Silky, like heating was not recommended or it didn't hold very well. I remember saying that like with the old Silky, you just kind of buy the wig and keep it basically as is. Maybe you can do a couple of styling things like maybe a braid or something, but it wasn't as like, it didn't feel like it could hold things like shapes as well as the classic line, where with the classic line you can like you know, glue it or spray a bunch of crap on it and it'll hold, or heat it up and it'll hold. So those are the thing. Yeah. So you can go, if anyone has used the new Silky, let us know. Interested in how they are different from each other. Sounds like they had a couple problems with the old one, so it was really soft though.
It was like really trying silky. To be more exclusive now.
What do you mean?
Well, they're developing things in house. That's good. That means they're making more money, so they can invest more in R&D instead of just buying bulk wigs from China, which a lot of people do.
Yes, which I'm pretty sure is how Arda started out.
Exactly.
Not that it's a bad thing. No, honestly.
It's how a lot of businesses are. I'm looking at you, Amazon.
Yeah. I always forget that Amazon is basically that. Yeah. If they're being true and forming stuff in house, that's pretty crazy and pretty cool.
Yeah.
They're also another company. Yeah.
China, factory in China,
but custom instead of like you can probably get it from a different company.
They blended their own kind of plastic, which is nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Good for you. They're also a company that has grown a lot in the past few years. Like I remember seeing photos of theirs like 4 or 5 years ago, and it was like just in someone's apartment, you know.
Sure.
And now I assume they are not. That would be too messy. Yeah. All right.
I pissed you off enough for one day.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I feel like you made me sound crazy.
I did. And I need you to listen to this podcast fully and listen to how you explain things and listen to how calmly that I approach this situation and try to present my point of view.
Oh. So I'm going to come off as a crazy mean person who has a donut in the background of their phone, and you're going to come off as the suave, cool-headed guy.
Yep. I'm special today.
Oh, okay.
That's what happens when I wake up from naps.
Oh, he's feeling more zen than regular?
Yes.
Because pretty sure before your nap, you were not zen.
No, I wasn't.
Anyways, that photography crap is true when you're famous. There's like probably only 20 people that get that service, by the way, but it's true. Anyways, that's the end of the 72nd episode of Elite Cosplay Podcast. If you'd like to support us, you can go to elitecosplay.com/shop, buy one of our t-shirts, or go to Swatch Your Face. Possibly click a link and it might take you somewhere cool where you can buy stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's it. All right.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.